What the devil wants to do in our own lives is to separate us from community, make us feel like we're alone, believe all of his lies, and that's when people start to spiral down.
I think isolation's a problem for everybody. You're more susceptible to depression and anxiety and loneliness, sin.
Being a mom is one of the best things that has ever happened in my life, but to be real, it is very lonely sometimes. Sometimes you can feel like you're isolated on an island and no one understands your heart or no one understands the hardships you can go through.
During the pandemic, I was praying, and I really felt the ache of people, the sense of isolation, and I felt God asking me to do something, to act, and to keep people connected. Be Formed started to be formed. So in Be Formed, our goal is to meet you where you're at and help you take one step closer to Christ. That's our whole goal, whether you're a beginner or somebody advanced in the faith. And what we offer are a daily prayer partner that you check in with on your commitments, weekly small groups where you're praying together and encouraging each other on this journey, and monthly large groups where all of the small groups gather together in a larger community to worship God and to listen to one another and their praise stories of God in their lives.
Sometimes we just consume so much negativity throughout the day, even unknowingly, whether that be through the news or social media. And Be Formed is like a safe place for you to go and hear positive messages to help build you back up to be a light in our community today.
Father Burke is certainly an amazing individual. I was at a dinner and one of my buddies told me about his daily videos. I said, "What are you talking about?" And I went online the next morning. Fantastic. I started watching him every day thereafter. The way that he's able to connect to individuals in an authentic way, communicating God's message, I think it just resonates so well with individuals.
Even with 3 small boys and managing a household, I still found that I had plenty of time to participate and Be Formed. I mean, even the weekly video you can turn on while you're cooking, while you're watching the kids outside with them at the park. If you're at the gym and you're walking on the treadmill, you can easily listen to it. It's almost like I'm relearning everything over again. And it's created a much stronger relationship than I've ever had with God before. I have an unspeakable joy, like a true, genuine joy that I have not experienced in my life before. I really just feel like it's changed my life. I feel like it's even rubbed off on my kids too, and it's just something that makes my heart so happy.
So the people that I see who are participating in Be Formed, I see them growing in faith, hope, and love. I see them growing in love of God and love of neighbor, and I see them growing in their prayer life.
In the last 2 to 3 years with Be Formed, I've really understood how much more fulfilling life can be. I think a big aspect of that is the guys that I meet with every week, talking about God intervening in our lives every week, our God moments, challenges that we're having, talking through Scripture. It helps you develop very strong personal connections with a close, intimate group of folks.
I found a Zoom group that met virtually every Monday night after I put the kids down. It was my small group, and the ladies who were there showed up for each other every week, and you could just see how genuine their hearts were about the problems that you were having, about the joys that you were having. I've realized that once I joined Be Formed, that there is a whole community out there to help you grow in your faith.
Because once you fall in love with Christ, it changes everything. We know that we can't go back, and I believe that Be Formed can be an instrument to help you encounter Jesus in a way maybe that you never have before.